So today is actually Saturday the 24th of March. It's actually the official opening ceremony of Wickerman, but unfortunately me and Amber aren't there. We're going back next Thursday, so we'll be doing a vlog from then. I thought today we'll check out the queues. It is a really busy day here. I've just spoken to some of my friends that work here and they do say it's busy, so we'll see what's going on. So as you can see here, new for 2018, we're going to be having The Walking Dead The Ride. It's new for this year, and the theming actually looks of quite a high quality. It's Scruffy Dog that are kind of doing the design work for it. It looks like they're onto a winner. Hopefully we'll see it bring in some crowds. Personally, I'm not sure whether it will, but only time will tell. So it looks like Bush Barbecue is getting some work done to it this year. We're not sure what it's going to be, but eventually it should reopen with some kind of new food offerings, hopefully. We'll find out later in the year. Interesting to note this year is that they've opted for more smoking zones and more kind of viable smoking zones. Obviously smoking was an issue at Thorpe Park before, with lots of people coming and just kind of smoking around the park, so it's nice to see that they've included these new smoking zones so that people can come and know that they've got a place to go and not be hassled. So I've just ridden the newest iteration of Darren Brown's Ghost Train. They've made some changes to Scene 2, which is kind of in the middle of the attraction. Originally, before you would go in, have a scene in front of the kind of train that would come towards you. It's very difficult to explain. If you've ridden it, you'll know exactly what I mean, but now that whole area has been changed. I'm interested by the changes. It looks like it's a foundation to work on and they can eventually do something more with it. But at the moment, it does need some work, but it's interesting and it does have a bit of a scare at the end, so yeah. So another update we have here at Thorpe Park this year. They've repainted some of the supports. Annoyingly, and hopefully it means that we're going to see more to come, if you look up, they haven't actually repainted the tops of the supports, so it seems like there's a kind of constant line around the whole area where they've painted. Hopefully this does mean though that we're going to get a whole complete fresh repaint to the whole of Colossus, which will be really nice because it has started to look a little grimy in the past few years, as you can see from the track over there. But yeah, hopefully this means, you know, the start of good things to come with Colossus being repainted. So this year at Thorpe Park also sees the return of Crust to the resort. Now Crust is a separate company and unfortunately doesn't accept annual pass discount. That's just because it is a separate company. But it does offer quite cheap prices on its food, and that's what we like to see. Now unfortunately it looks like for the current time in the season, Quantum is closed. Seems like it's currently unavailable, maybe it's waiting on some parts or for some kind of repair. But we look forward to seeing Quantum back in action later this season. So this year Thorpe have decided to paint the top of Tidal Wave a very kind of bright blue colour. It's quite jarring to the eye, especially when you look at it around the rest of Amity Cove, which has somewhat of a kind of dystopian feel to it. And then maybe painting a roof a primary colour was maybe not the best choice, but maybe we'll see some weather effects like weathering effects later in the year. So a lovely touch this year is the Tidal Wave sign is in complete working order. Lovely to see that the park are making an effort to spruce up some older rides that maybe needed the due care and attention. One of the updates I'm most excited about this year is actually the inclusion of a kind of upgrade to the Mexican Cantina. Unfortunately, they got rid of this one at Chessington, but it's still here, safe and sound at Thorpe Park, and it's getting some more interesting kind of food. You can see some of the signs in here, actually. It's being renamed to Desperado's Burrito Bar. Really interesting to see. Continuing on the updates around this area, Pizza Pasta is also seeing an upgrade and an extension towards the back of the restaurant. I can't really show you any clips from inside because I'm not eating there today, so that'll be nice to see eventually. So, not necessarily new for this year, but more of a rebrand. This donut place has now been renamed the Donut Compound. So here at I'm a Celeb, you can see the times that this will run this year. We've got the 23rd of March to the 15th of April, 25th of May to the 3rd of June, and the 21st of July to the 3rd of September. So it seems to only be operating in peak times this year. And again, with most of the park, all actor-led attractions will be running from 12 PM. So another update on park. Slammer is still here. They haven't actually got rid of it off the park yet. This is something that I thought might have happened over closed season, but perhaps we'll see something happen to it later in the season, or maybe this is going to be more of a kind of next year kind of thing. So we're finished with our updates from Thorpe Park today. We'll be back later in the season, maybe even this week, to check out some more of the kind of updates and additions to the park. We're looking forward to seeing the new restaurants open, and new food that's going to be on offer. So yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.